Good morning from here at Pier 33 in San Francisco, California. Today we are going to go see Alcatraz. So right now we just arrived, we're waiting for our ferry, and the ferry will take us over to the island. We're on the ferry now. It's quite windy. I would recommend bringing a jacket. But there's the Golden Gate Bridge. And this way is Alcatraz. Made it to Alcatraz.
Parked in front of that restroom building, you'll see a tram. That tram is...
That hole right there is where they escaped. So they escaped and then climbed up pipes to get to the roof. This is what it would look like when they moved in. In the rule book.
Where you at?
I don't know. They had 2 radio stations. The dining hall is closed right now for seismic restoration. There's pictures of what it looks like. These black marks were from hand grenades that the army threw in from up above. Here's the bar spreader that they used in an attempt to escape. This is where unruly or violent prisoners would be sent to isolation. They're allowed out 1 time a week for showers and exercise. So you're by yourself and not allowed out. But they're saying that they are pretty big compared to the other ones. This is solitary confinement. Here's solitary confinement. Here is a look at the library. The prison library. You can request different books. So here's some recent prison newspapers from 2025. So after 30 years, Alcatraz closed because the buildings were deteriorating with water and wind. But then later, once it was closed, the Indians occupied it. They did this in protest to government laws and things about Native Americans. And they occupied it for about 19 months. I don't know if I said, but there is an audio tour. It is free. It's offered in many languages. So that's what we've been listening to as we walk around. Alcatraz was America's first supermax prison. It looks like they did have some visitation windows too. That's very cool. The audio tour was great. It's all free, offered in a lot of languages. Oh, here's the utility corridor. There's just a gift shop here. They have plenty of books. And today there's actually an author here who was incarcerated in the prison, which is pretty interesting. I like that poster right there. They have different merchandise. This is cool. This is actually like the cup that they had, the inmates had, because ceramic and tin cups would break, or china cups. Different regulation signs. They have some magnets of the different regulations and different regulation signs. As well as water bottles, a little model. That's pretty cool. $17. Oh, and a fog globe. Pretty cool shirts. The shirt is $28. The sweatshirt is, $33. Ooh, that's a glow-in-the-dark t-shirt. It's pretty cool. Here's San Francisco. Here's a look at the gardens outside of Alcatraz. Nice view of the Golden Gate Bridge from here. This is a cool looking plant. Look, the seagull sitting on top. It is really pretty here. A great view of the bridge and the city skyline from the island. Pretty flowers. Definitely recommend bring good walking shoes. There's a lot of hills, a lot of walking. You can also bring water bottles, but you can't eat anything on the island. So you can eat on the boat, but not on the island. But we have some snacks in our backpack just for later, just in case. They didn't check our bags. Another tip is definitely to get here early, and I would start with the Cell House audio tour because we did ours first thing. We just walked by it and there are a ton of people. It looks like they're sardines, like it's hard to even move. So definitely recommend doing the Cell House first as soon as you get here. This was the Penitentiary Social Hall, and before that it was the Military Post Exchange building right here on the water. This museum is about when the Indians occupied Alcatraz after the prison was closed. Feel free to pause the video, but this is basically what happened. And perfect timing, we walked down the hill, the ferry's coming with new people. Now we need to get in this line to head back to the mainland. Now it took us about 2 hours to get around to see everything, so I'd say that was plenty of time. You can stay as long as you want to, but we did it in 2 hours. We're now leaving Alcatraz Island.